Alright, boys. So before we get started, man, I just wanted to say I'm really close to 1,200 subs. I think I'm like 3 away. So if you could help me out with a sub, I'd really appreciate that, man. Also, leave a like and a comment. But we're also just gonna get straight into it, man. Cause yeah, I know I'm running a little late for this. Cause yeah, this is supposed to be out on Friday. So yeah, man, let's just get straight back into it. So we're gonna be continuing the EO story. So let's go in straight right into that, baby. So last time we left off was on the Mirage comic. So this time we're continuing with only one Iric or Oniric guidance? Honestly, I have no idea how the hell you pronounce that. Let's get into it, baby. Alright, so chapter 3. I had a dream last night that I was back at the Ark. I bet that's a nightmare for Dorothy. Only if you play Nikke, you know what I'm talking about. Everything unfolded the same way it did that day. I find Tethel, I try to take her away from here, but this time she pushes me into the abyss. Oh. When I come to my senses, I discover that she was the one who fell. It's then that I remember her last words. Live. And live well, she said. I'm pretty sure she just said live, from what I remember. Tethel saved my life for a reason, so no matter what twisted form the truth takes, I won't run away from any longer. Shit. The only way to move forward is to face the past. I have to go back to the Ark, back to where we lived side by side. Tethel's room might still hold clues. I would like to go there and investigate during our next trial. Oh, that's good. Got a little comic style thing again. Tethel, where are you? Oh shit, she falling. Dude, this right here looks rowdy as like she's fucking Cinderella from fucking Nikke. Holy shit. I gotta screenshot that shit. Just cause like the pigtails just okay. Alright. Alright, looks like she got smacked in the face by a piece of paper. What's this? Oh yeah, from like the first chapter thing, you picked up a topic ahead of its time. Come find me if you want to know more. I'm Tethel. Oh shit. Okay, so Tethel kind of looking a little bit like Violet from Fire Emblem. There you are. We gotta get out. We gotta get out of here. Shove. Oh shit. Damn. Okay. Take my hand. Damn. Holy shit. Yeah, that's some good stuff, man. Live. No. Don't tell me what to do. Oh shit. Oh hell yeah. Oh shit, never mind. She crying. Dude, but she does look really good with her hair down, man. I'm kind of hoping in the future they'll give us like a model where she just have her hair down on like a skin, because she looks fucking good with her hair down. Awakener EOS. Energy remaining 2%. Source energy at critical levels. Accept the mission immediately to replenish. Yes or no? Okay, and of course the picture that you can find. Okay. Also, one thing I will say too, actually, during the trials, you can actually find this photo, actually. Okay, I've seen this look before. I'm trying to remember where the hell I've seen it, though. Like, damn it, I guess I'll live this time. Should I live? Well, I mean, you're kind of doing that right now. Who are you really, Tethel? And why did you get close to me? I'll find the truth myself. Okay, look like some mist is coming in. Oh, look, it's Sarween. Oh shit, are they actually enemies? Oh shit, okay. Wait, hold up, I could be wrong. Like a hologram or something? Okay, it looks like Kira's fighting someone in the background. Someone with purple leggings. Either just an NPC or that could be an Awakener we have yet to see yet. I'm trying to remember if there's anyone that actually wears purple leggings. I mean, I know Sarween has an outfit that gives her purple leggings, so, but I highly doubt they're using that for this, or it could just be a stand-in, not too sure, but that's still pretty cool, though. Stage 2 of Project Novita is about to commence. Tomorrow we will activate the Eternum. Orbis Obscura agents embedded within the Ark, please make sure your preparations and ensure the project's smooth execution. Oculus Principi, Smith. One of the most generic names you can see. Okay. Well, something's definitely fucking with her. Looks like someone left this clue for me to find. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this mist. That shadow again. Oh, it's a shadow. This is Tethel's lab. Is that Huxley? I'm pretty sure that's Huxley. No. I'm the Oculus principal too. Damn, big ass fucking nut. Same as Tethel, right? Ellipse. So, like, is she alive? Darling, you're practically made of questions. Everything about you rests in the palm of someone else's hands. Not everyone can get into the Alternum Research Complex. Your being here is proof that you have what it takes to be an awakener. So, like, what do you mean? I'll put it this way. Oh. Tethel did not approach you because she admired your talents, but because you were the objective of her mission. Damn. A mission she completed, whether she lives or dies after that, it's not important. Oh shit. I understand everything you're feeling right now. They tore with our lies like marbles at their fingertips, binding us to the truth. Is this a life you wish to live under their spell? Join me, and I promise to lay the truth at your feet. Don't be saying that to the foot fetish lovers. Oh shit. Damn. Okay, you'll just start blasting your titties with light. Holy shit. Damn. The truth I see can never come from someone else's lips. Sorry, but you've wasted your time. Is it like another hologram? Just as I hoped. Fascinating. Truth be told, I had my suspicions about Tethel's identity ever since I became an awakener. That woman lies between every other syllable, but both her tone and voice and the way she answered my questions support my hypothesis. Tethel might still be alive. I'm done running and hiding. One day we'll see each other again. Oh shit, okay. Alright, picture with Tethel. Yesterday's smiles reflect today's shadow. The pale sky hides shards of memories. Shattered lies with no trace of the truth. Forward or backward. Interrogated by one's own picture. We haven't even taken a picture together yet. Quick, look at the camera, Tethel. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's that's the next part. So next up we got the missing piece, chapter 4. Oh shit, that looks trippy. Damn. Did Godzilla come in here? After the Vasas incident, the Helix Vitalis tore itself from the ground, and the pale blight consumed all life close to it. People have speculated that the Helix Vitalis would spread from Vastas, growing and expanding. Until one day the entire planet would be consumed by the pale blight, and all this time humanity has been powerless to stop it. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Oh shit. Yeah, that actually looks really cool. I like the way this looks. You know, it's just their models and they're just like silhouettes of their fucking, or not their models, they're like little 2D art, like just silhouettes of that. That looks pretty cool. That powerlessness was what made the story the Oculus Principi fed to every awakener so enticing. That the world faces a grave threat unlike any humanity has ever known, and that we are the ones who will deliver it from this threat. Nice, that looks pretty cool. Everyone knows that no life can survive in the pale blight. Only awakeners can move freely within it. If that's true, and humanity can achieve the evolution that the Oculus Principi speaks of, then we might just find a way to coexist with the pale blight. But I always felt like there was a missing piece to the puzzle. Damn. Yeah, bro, I really do like this art style, man. The art style is really, really amazing. I love it. Though defying his masters means almost certain death, a life in chains is not worth living. By all accounts, the pale blight should have choked the life out of the island by now, and yet nature and the pale blight are locked in a never-ending cycle. This means that areas consumed by the blight might still recover. Damn. Recently, the Oculus Principi also made a new discovery. Life can mutate in the pale blight, becoming a new species called the blight spawn. During the last trial, I saw a strange blue plant on the arena, with its roots dug deep into the blighted soil. I was on the Shadows trail, so I could not take a closer look. Come to think of it, the Eternum Research Complex may have touched upon the connection between Helix Vitalis and life long ago. Damn, girl, nice ass. But after the Vasas incident, all of their discoveries lay shrouded, hidden in that inscrutable, expansive pale blight. Tethel's trail has gone cold, but there are other things that require my attention. Helix Vitalis, the blight spawn, Awakeners, the pale blight. These are not isolated entities, but part of an interconnected web. Theories on paper can only take me so far. If I could take that blind spot like blue plant out of its native environment in the arena, it may give me a breakthrough. I found this plant in one of the Biles Lab's cultivation chambers. It's a product of the Ark. The Oculus Principi said that the Blight Spawn can only survive in the Pale Blight, but this thing is still alive, far away from the arena. This means it isn't a Blight Spawn. Then what is it? And how can it survive in the Pale Blight? This warrants further exploration. Okay. Yeah, and I do remember finding this thing. Yeah, most of these things you actually find within the actual, it's actually called the Ark, like the Ark Observatory. Like, you will find those items there. So let's see. Alright, so next up we got is the Hidden Code. It's been a while since I became an Awakener. These days, a lot has changed in the outside world that's passed beneath my notice. Humanity struggled to adapt to a post-apocalyptic world and all the friction that comes with it. It's something that is out of my control, and so I pay it no mind. I spend the bulk of my time buried in past research. Some of it I smuggled out of the Ark during the trials, but far more I've had to piece back together from data fragments and scattered papers. Returning to research gives me a sense of calm. In the spaces between numbers and formulas, I found a piece of myself I thought I had been lost, and memories I thought I had forgotten. One of these was my first conversation with Tetho, when she masterfully solved the problem that had bugged me for weeks. For the countless other problems to come, she had been nothing short of instrumental. She used to praise my intellect, but I always thought that hers was far outstripped mine. I always found myself following in her footsteps. In hindsight, Tethel's grasp of source mechanics was far beyond extraordinary. Every experiment she conducted was tightly designed from beginning to end, as if she had rehearsed them hundreds of times before. She knew source theory like the back of her hand, and whenever I asked her where she acquired all this knowledge, I would only receive vague answers in return. Man, what a bitch. I should have seen it sooner, but the data doesn't lie. From the start, our interactions have been fraught with details that defy reason. We sidestepped countless red herrings, avoided logical fallacies that would have stumped every single one of my peers, and skipped over every theory that ought to have stalled us for years. The pace of our research flowed like an elegant dance, and guiding me through it all was Tetho. I needed to get into her head, so I entered another trial. This time I opened Tethel's work laptop with the intention of checking her reports and work logs, only to stumble onto a mysterious encrypted file. I found an encrypted file on Tethel's laptop, but I haven't had luck decrypting it. What could the key be? I'll review the clues I have found so far. Maybe there's something there. Watcher 319. Has this been her goal all along? To bring me back to the Oculus Principi and turn me into Awakener? No. There's more to this report. I need to think this through. Okay, shit. Alright, and this will probably be the last one I cover for right now, and the last four will probably be these ones you see on screen, so let's get to it. Alright, so the last one is Shaken Faith, Chapter 6. At the Ark, Tetho and I were good friends and partners. We pushed the boundaries of our field together, making new discoveries and insights by the day. But they were all on paper. Theories had to be put to the test to be proven. We submitted request after request, but our director kept turning us down, citing a key step in the experiment that involved too much risk. Risk and rules never bothered me. I wanted to prove myself, prove that our theories were correct. So I grabbed Tetho and quietly prepared for the experiment. I believed that as long as we got the data, we could handle the consequences. But the experiment failed spectacularly. The whole lab almost went up in flames because of it. I took the blame, as I should, and was suspended. They barred me from the lab. It was one of the lowest points of my life. I didn't believe anything was wrong with our theory. Even suspended, I ran the numbers over and over, and the conclusions were always the same. It should have worked. The lab was sealed temporarily after that accident. The Vossas incident made it permanent. The lab equipment should still have a log of the experiment data, as long as they stayed relatively undamaged through the disaster. Lest I got to visit the lab if I want answers for what happened. The parameters of the instruments were tweaked. I put Tetho in charge of setting up the equipment. There was no need to double check because I trusted her. My hunch was correct. She did sabotage our experiment. How could she just throw away our chance to prove everything we'd been working on? How much of it was a lie? And actually put on as a watcher to sink her claws into me? Okay, here we go. Summer Song. Eos doesn't know why she's in the Summer Song parade. She wanted to stay in bed the whole day, but Tetho barged in and dragged her... Shit. Now get your ass out of here, bitch. And dragged her out of her room. Today is the 1st of May, It's also the summer song in North Helden, where it's tradition for people to throw grand celebrations. The staff at the research center also get a long overdue day off. This holiday has nothing to do with EOS, however. Recently, she caused a serious accident when she tried to conduct an experiment on her own. She was suspended, and she hasn't left her room since. Sorry. If it weren't for Tethel's intrusion, she would have forgotten what day it is today. The streets are decorated with summer song wreaths and packed with people in traditional North Hilden garbs. They are all out enjoying the sun, which isn't even at its apex yet. Despite that, many are drunk already, sprawled out on the grass and resting against one another. The sense of wine and malt fills the warm and early summer day, seemingly slowing time itself. Eels raises a hand to block out the sun, following silently behind Tethel. She watches the North Heldeners feeling out of place. Sensing Eo's nervousness, Tethel pulls out Eos into a float of parades and says, "Once the float reaches the end, people will vote for this year's Harvest Queen. We might as well take a look since we're here." Eos looks at Tethel slightly surprised. She didn't take Tethel to be the sort of to participate in these events. To surprise her in her eyes is quickly replaced by a blank stare, however, and she replies emotionless, "If you insist." People with huge garlands of flowers stand at the front of the parade, surrounded by local bands playing a variety of traditional instruments. They walk toward the far side of the street, moving with the joyful music. Eos follows the parade in silence. She lowers her head, her eyes unfocused as she has no desire to look up, even though the people around her are loud. Her mind is still stuck on what went wrong on the experiment that day. Not far from the two, a young girl with a basket of flowers enters the parade, enthusiastically peddling her flowers to the people around her. "I have the prettiest fresh flowers in all of Astas. Come and pick out a few, they'll bring you luck." The girl's following drift towards Eos, but she doesn't notice. Her brain is still focused on projecting the various data from that day over and over again. She doesn't come back to reality until she trips on a crooked stone tile. Her thoughts interrupted, Eos sighs with annoyance. Unconsciously, she looks to her right, only to find that Tethel is no longer there. She stops walking, but the crowd pushes her forward anyway. Eos can only go with the flow, taking in the road and the people around her as she gets up. It's noon now, and the temperature is reaching its peak. Io wipes away the sweat from her forehead, panicking as she searches for the only familiar figure she knows among the unfamiliar faces. She chastises herself for dwelling on her past failures and losing sight of Tethel, who had only been worried about her ever since. Why did she stop? Just then she hears Tethel's voice from behind her. Eos immediately turns to face her, finally reunited with those crystal green eyes. "Where did you..." Eos is cut off by Tethel putting a flower crown on her head. She has no idea where Tethel got this from. Eos touches the petals, bewildered. Satisfied with her handiwork, Tethel nods. "Perfect tutu," she says. Hearing her laugh, Eos ducks her head even more. She grabs Tethel's sleeve and drags her along, her footsteps quick. As she walks, she holds back a huff and says to Tethel, "Don't wander off again, I might not be able to find you every time." Okay, so that's pretty cool. Okay, well I guess that was pretty sweet. But yeah, so this part is just going to be basically the summary of what we've read so far. So yeah, I mean, it's basically just going into detail, like just her still looking for the truth, runs to Huxley, or I'm guessing it was a hologram. I don't think, because like I said, she did run into like it looks like a hologram. That's what I keep seeing, but that's what it looked like of Sorween and Huxley. But no, I mean, this was pretty cool. Also talking about the blue plant, that's actually pretty badass. How something can actually still survive in the Pale Blight, despite the fact that Pale Blight actually just pretty much consumes all energy around it, takes away its color and removes the energy. Although one thing I will say, if you do play the game, I don't have any gameplay footage of it, but certain things do keep their color. Granted, I guess it's because they're gameplay things that you can use, kind of like vehicles, or even some things I've noticed, like a delivery truck that you can't drive. It still retains its color. So okay, so some things can exist in the Pale Blight without getting fucked over and shit. But it could just be a gameplay thing too. Like, here you go, like this vehicle you can drive, this one you can't. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think it's actually pretty fucking nice. Also, the next thing would be is her going through Tethel's laptop, going through some buried ruins, or not buried ruins, but basically whatever was left of that city after the Helix Vitalis, fucked everything up. So that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, then the whole thing about just learning the truth about Tethel. I think that's actually pretty crazy. So she's friends with someone that she can never really tell if she's lying or telling the truth, or she's just constantly going between the two. Like, I'm gonna keep you on edge, bitch. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so again, we're just learning more about Eos. Definitely a shut-in. I don't blame her. I will stay in my room all day too, or really my apartment. But Yeah, but overall, man, this is honestly a pretty cool little story. Granted, it doesn't fully impress me much as Sora Wings did, but for what it is pretty nice. Also, one thing I will say, just to end things off, the one thing I'm really glad about this one is I didn't actually have to get a dub with EOS, so I was able to unlock everything. And yeah, like I said, the last four, I'll be doing that as soon as possible, and I should have that out by Wednesday. But just to reiterate, man, like the videos, say nothing in the comments, and subscribe. And then, man, hey, thanks for watching.